Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, deep.
And he's still running after the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about all during the week how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to...
Run to the right. Touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Texas offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. At the 40, there he goes. Smashes through the tackle. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
one back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He'll do it himself. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They're trying to extend this already long drive. The 9th play is a 3rd and 3. Buying some time. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Makes the catch. It's strong. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Direct snap. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down.
Going downfield for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive play.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Longhorns are facing third and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on third and inches. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Handoff to the lone batter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's strong. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Longhorns are on the move. Looking for space. It's strong. There he goes. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the single back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson.
Got it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And this offense is still early in the down, 2nd and goal. They could still run it. They go with the pass. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing it immediately, getting the football out of his hands, seeing his wide receiver open, getting the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Now this offense is back on the field. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anger. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll pull it down and run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Quick completion on the out.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the 1st down. They'll
run it out of the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. He wants it all. Open in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Great throw, great timing. You can see his receiver breaks for the out route. He's in stride, in rhythm, hits him so he can get upfield and get the ball in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Strong. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw again. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Strong. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Schwartz. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snags it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. They're on the left hash. He'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Anger. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. They'll run it to the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Schwartz. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Schwartz. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Power football with the run. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Finds his man. It's Schwartz. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the ground with the back. Never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their...
Tight end trying to get in. Gets it in there for the touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's Wells. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Wells. Smashes through the tackle. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The inside handoff. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On first down, here comes this offense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
On the run, fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answers so far. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Gain of 1. Coming up, 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the right side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Makes the grab. It's Wells. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. They're working that left side. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Longhorns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Trying to keep the drive alive. Sweet punt there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Come on, set. Ready.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wells. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
3:25.
Wants to go up top with the catch. It's Wells. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And the Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Wells. Gashing the D on the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You don't see a lot of batted balls on hitch routes because most of the time you give a little bit of a cushion. That's a nice job by the defender, giving some cushion, but understanding the receiver is sitting down and going and getting a handle of the football.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming, trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Here we go. Unlock.
Looking downfield on first down. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football.